Welcome to IsraelVision.tv. We're here with Avi Lipkin, and we've got some amazing information, an amazing discussion going on, and we're so happy that you guys could join us. So please, Avi, let's go on to the fourth deception of Islam. Now, I mean, obviously, from your point of view, there are many, many more than just five. These are the core deceptions that have deceived the world and are deceiving us as we speak. So what's the fourth one?
Yes, indeed. The fourth deception of Islam is that they believe in Jesus Christ. Now, you know, when a Christian or a Jew or a Muslim or any religion hears something and takes it at face value without first analyzing what are the core faith principles of that system, then it sounds very nice. Kumbaya, you know, we're all together, you know. The Muslims say they believe in Jesus. Now, first I have to tell you something. There are two teachings, primary teachings in Islam. There are more than two, but I'm quoting from two. You have the Quran, and you have another teaching called the Hadith. Right. Now, by the way, I want to give you a few quotes from the Quran, and then we will get to this deception. Chapter 5, verse 51. Of the Quran says, believers, Muslims, take neither the Jews nor the Christians for your friends. The Jews and Christians are friends with one another, and whoever befriends them will become one of their number. There's another teaching in the Quran that says that, chapter 5, verse 60 of the Quran, it says that Allah cursed those who betrayed him and converted them into monkeys and pigs. Now, the Jews and the Christians are the monkeys and pigs. Why were we converted into monkeys and pigs of Allah? Because we did not accept Muhammad as the latest and the greatest of the prophets.
Why didn't the Jews of Medina accept him? Because he threatened to kill them.
Well, he threatened to kill them, and he killed them after they rejected him.
Yeah, exactly.
And the same with the Christians. Now, it's very simple. Muhammad heard voices because of epilepsy, and he thought that from these voices that he heard, epilepsy, by the way, is a near-death syndrome. And when you don't breathe for 3-4 minutes, you hear voices. So he heard voices from the sickness. So he came to the Jews and Christians and said, I hear voices, I'm a prophet greater than Moses, he said to the Jews, or Jesus Christ, he said to the Christians. And so he was laughed at. And that's when he decided to annihilate the Jews and the Christians. Okay. So anyway, so we Jews and Christians are monkeys and pigs in the Quran, chapter 5, verse 60. Now, the Hadith teaches that on the day of judgment, there'll be a final battle, and Muslims will kill every last Jew on the face of the earth. And again, you have to remember, Jews and Christians are one people. We are the Ahl el-Kitab. We are the people of the book. So when you say Christian, you mean Jew. This is why I'm
as far as a Muslim is concerned.
As far as a Muslim is concerned. So there'll be a final battle. Jews will hide behind rocks and trees to evade their Muslim pursuers.
That's right.
And then Allah will give mouths to the rocks and trees, and they will call out, all Muslim pursuers, there's a Jew hiding behind me, come and kill him. Until every Jew on the face of the earth is dead. And I say that's a psychosis. That's completely insanity. Now, regarding Jesus, they say they believe in Jesus. But who is the Jesus of Islam? Jesus of Islam is a Muslim. Jesus of Islam is coming back as an Arabic-speaking Muslim warrior. And, you know, we all know Jesus is a Jew from Israel who speaks Hebrew.
That's right.
They say, no, he's an Arabic-speaking Muslim warrior. He's going to be on a black horse with a lance, and he's going to run the Antichrist through with his lance.
That sounds like the fifth horse from the book of Revelation.
And the Antichrist is a Jew, by the way, the Dajjal in Arabic.
Well, that may be anyways. Doesn't matter.
After he kills the Antichrist, he goes up to Jerusalem, prays with 400,000 Muslims on the Temple Mount. Then he comes down and he breaks the crosses, destroys the churches of the Christians, destroys the synagogues of the Jews. And on that day of judgment, all the Jews and Christians, who are one people, the people of the book,
according to Islam,
all the Jews and Christians will have their throats slit by Jesus Christ the Muslim. So this is the fourth deception.
That doesn't sound very peaceful.
Yeah, and it's not.
It doesn't sound like what Jesus' message was, a message of love and loving your neighbor as yourself. That
he was a Jewish rabbi.
What can you say? Yeah. I mean, with that kind of a concept, then of course you can conceptualize the Muslim womb that is full and being bred with people who want to have children who will blow themselves up.
Right.
Because,
by the way,
because that's the end scenario.
That blowing themselves up is the Canaanite tradition of offering your children up on the fire altar of Molech.
Molech.
Allah is the reincarnation of Molech, which was the god, the pagan god of child sacrifice.
And so we have King Saul to blame.
Yeah. Well, you know, there are a lot of things that happened throughout the biblical history that had we done the right thing,
Right.
things probably would have been different today.
Right.
But, you know, like I said before, God did not create us as robots. And we are all human beings. We're all sinners, and we all make mistakes. And this was one of the mistakes. So that's the fourth deception of Islam, that they believe in Jesus. I will add another thing also. It's kind
Okay,
of a
real quick because we're just about done.
practical joke. If the devil says to you something, do you do what the devil says or you do the opposite? You do the opposite, right? So if they say that Jesus is a Muslim, the Antichrist is a Jew, what is the opposite? Jesus is a Jew, the Antichrist is a Muslim. If you get where I'm going with that.
I got where you're going.
Okay,
Avi, thank you.
pleasure.